family named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run the counter with Dobbins. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
First down, ball at the 36. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you would really break the backs of a defense.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Knicks from the gun. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kit, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This a 39-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play, and that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down. There's the fake. Here's Nix. And a man is there to knock that away. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks got to keep on throwing. But boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. The kick by Lutz is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good, to get into that rhythm, and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Menu narration set to 100.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. First carry here for Tony Pollard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Again, a run with Pollard. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Ward now on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Fielded at the 11. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I say to you all the time, Kate, to get a quarterback in the rhythm, completions. Well, this is the opposite of rhythm. There is none because we have not had a completion yet.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Right back to Pollard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. He lost it deep left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd down. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-6 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Now Nick's on third down. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a second quarter lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 6. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Jaquan Jackson on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. The give on second to Pollard. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
They give to Pollard from the gun. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. The route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Titans keeping their offense on the field. Love it. They're trying for two. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. He's throwing for it. This is caught, and he runs it in. That's going to break the tie and put them up by 2. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Nicks off the play action. Here's pressure, and he is dropped by the Titans. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Defense's first sack of the game, kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
Third and long for Nicks. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Giving up a touchdown on that last possession, you've got to come back and answer. And they found one on the last couple plays. Recovered a little footing for themselves here defensively and put this offense behind the sticks.
Juke the defender. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Pollard. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. The middle, here goes Pollard. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Ward. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up Alex Singleton. And the Broncos take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Well, if nothing else, he's got the first INT of his career out of the way. It's kind of like when you get that new car, you know you're going to get some scratches on it. But that first one, yeah, you always remember it.
And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
41. This is Sutton working the right side. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line, he's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos facing 2nd and 5. Nick's looking to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
3rd and goal for Dobbins, and he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and they've taken back the lead.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. He's delivering.
Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First and 10 here. Ward. That's incomplete left side. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To the air with Ward. This is Ridley working the right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Again, Ward going to the air. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. First down throw here for Ward. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd and 10 now. Ward. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read. Brock got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception, you don't like back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
They get 13 on the pickup, and the Titans will have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 19. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. One last play before the break. They send a man in motion. Throwing here just before halftime. Caught by his back here. It's Pollard. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Jackson now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Ward now. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So second down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10 now. Out left, and Lockett makes the grab. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Working inside the red zone. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on first, here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Ward. Hauled in by Lockett, right side. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap now to Ward. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. Well, that didn't take too long. 1 series in, and he's given them the second half lead.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Finds Mims. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
3rd and long for him here. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos jump in front now by 5. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Room to run inside the 20. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The back grabs it. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal. Nix from the gun. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos push the lead up to 12. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. First call here coming from the shotgun. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, it's Ward. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. He's got a man left. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
1st and 10 here. Ward. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They're going to throw this one. Ward. That throw behind his intended target. Intended target was Calvin Ridley. So that brings up 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here's Ward. Hits his running back. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Working quickly here. Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. That's Lockett. He brings it in. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Again, Ward going to the air. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
You get to these goal-to-goal situations, you know what a win is defensively, Kate? A stalemate. Just don't let them go forward. When you actually knock them backwards as they just did, you've now energized your whole group defensively.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. It'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. It's Harvey straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Nix. Cut out left. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Here's Nix. Catch is made in close. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. All right, Brock, take me inside the helmet of a quarterback here as you're laying there after taking that hit. Are you asking your linemen? Are you listening to the crowd? What are you doing to find out if you made the connection?
Yes, and yes, and yes to all of that. You're listening to the crowd. That's kind of your first indicator as you're laying there. That roar, what is it? Is it a touchdown? Is it a pick? And then your buddies let you know right away as they pick you off the ground, and that is a hit you will take for 6 every time.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now Ward. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw here for Ward. Hauled in by Lockett, right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 46. That's Helm on the catch, left side. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll throw it again. Caught by his back here, it's Pollard. Escapes a defender. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He brings it in. Nice work there to cancel out the penalty and then some. That's 9 yards, 2nd and 6 coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. They've got a man in motion. From the gun, it's Ward. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here is Pollard, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Titans can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a 1-possession game. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nick Snad a throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He'll throw it. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. On now comes their punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Titans 8 points behind. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. He'll look to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Finds the in route complete. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Broncos make the play that should win them this game.
Okay, can I be honest with you about something right here? Really curious about young quarterbacks when they struggle. And there's part of me that, yeah, this isn't great, and he's going through tremendous adversity. But I love that he continues to be aggressive.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Broncos to a knee and let the clock run out on this win.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in, just as that knee goes down.
So to the side of me, mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence he did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.